No, no, let's not go Roos. Let's go Swans. Red and White Army. We're going to win this week. We got this in the bag. The Kangaroos have got nothing to play for today, so let's be honest, it's a Swans game. No, let's not go Roos. Stop the let's go Roos. No. No. You got it all wrong, guys. Yeah, Boobay and Malcolm. Let's go Swans. Let's go Swans. Liverpool, who are they? No. They've got nothing to play for. They'll put out their kids. They'll put their kids out to play and, yeah, be absolute destruction. Absolute destruction. The Swans are going to destroy the Kangaroos. Let's have a look at the standings at the moment. Oh, bottom of the table. Bottom of the table versus 6th. The Kangaroos are going to get eaten for dinner. If it's anything like the last lot of Kangaroo games I've seen, it'll be a case of the Kangaroos will try hard for the first quarter, maybe the first half, and it'll all go wrong. Now, the only way the Swans are losing this is by being too complacent, which is sort of what I'm being, to be honest. I will be upset if Swans lose again after last week's. The annoying thing is we can't get into the top 4 now, as we're 10 points behind, even with the game in hand. But it's so which Kangaroo game, which North Melbourne game did I watch recently? I can't remember which one it was. It was a few weeks back, but they were really good for the first half, and completely fell apart and just couldn't keep up with the pace. I can't remember who they played against. Maybe I went for the right team then. Maybe I went for the right team, if I'm being cocky bastard. We got a fair few Kangaroo fans in here, haven't we? What football team is in soccer? I'm a Southampton fan, and we got Everton today. First game of the season. Southampton versus Everton. Yeah, and our Southampton team looks dreadful. Yeah, guys, if you don't have access to the game, you're welcome to join the Discord server. The game is showing in there for you if you need to see. How's everyone's weekend going? It's Saturday evening for you. It's Saturday evening for you guys, and it's Saturday morning for me. I'll give you a little spoiler on tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video, me and Charlie, the wife, will be making lamingtons. Yeah. Lamingtons. I'm going to try and get some without coconut on though, I think. I can't believe how many Roo fans there are. Hi, Lando. That was a quick toss of the coin. Hopefully it'll be more than that. I think I said from watching the Roos, it's just a case of how long they actually keep going for. It seems a bit of a 50-50 at the moment. It seems a bit of a 50-50 with Roos and Swans fans in here. Well, welcome. I don't mind. Welcome everyone. I don't care. I don't care if the Kangaroos do well. That's okay. Do I like the Bulldogs? Yeah, all right. I have no real preference. No real preference. Guys, if you haven't already, before the game starts, if you haven't already subscribed, I've just got over 7,000 subscribers as of today / last night. I'm going to sit back, I think. Yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button as well. It only takes a second for you to do. And, yeah. The game is underway. You would expect the Swans to win. Yeah, we will see. Let's get the sound on. Shame there's no Buddy playing today. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think Buddy's gonna get to the milestone this season. What does anyone else think? Does anyone else think that that Buddy will make the milestone? This is the interesting thing. In all sports, the pundits and the analysts and stuff will say about the head-to-head and things and all that. 6 points. Yeah, so they always talk about the head-to-head analysis and who's won the most and whatnot. It literally means nothing. These stats, it's just something for them to talk about because it means nothing. If they think, if they think little of the Roos, then surely Buddy should be playing to get plenty of goals. You would assume he would be playing to get plenty of goals, unless it is simply to rest him to make sure he's fit enough for the finals, which you would think that's what they're probably doing. That makes sense, to be doing that.
Well,
19 goals in a row. Jesus. They scored 19 goals in a row. Bloody hell. Oh. Oh, that is a very one-sided half. Or the last quarter for Port. Wow. Oh, Blake, that's a rubbish pass. Rubbish pass, Blake. Yeah, Malcolm, I did a video I did a video on. Yeah, I did a video on the sort of the merge, the move, the controversy involved of moving. Come on, you tell him, Razor. Don't let him tell you. Don't let him tell you what to do. Razor won't take any of that. It's alright, Razor's going to help us win this. Oh, off the post. That's a shame. That's a shame. Bit sloppy. The Kangaroos are a bit sloppy in the first 3 minutes. Cheers, Mandy. Yes. Well, it's only goal for Zerha. It's only what? It's only 10:45 here, so I've not really done a lot. Not really done a lot. Well, Malcolm, I'm more invested in football because it is my sport. Yeah, I'm more invested in football as, you know, that's what I do. I'm a football coach. I'm a football referee. I'm obviously a fan of football. It's obviously infuriates me that the governing body infuriates me. The referees infuriate me. The players, the pundits infuriate me. Football at the moment is a complete mess. But it is my sport. But AFL, I've been watching more or less every weekend when the games have been at a sensible time anyway. And it's just, it's different. It's different to what I'm used to. But it's one of those ones that actually, I've probably not necessarily said this yet, but the whole thing of football being boring and Aussie rules being exciting isn't necessarily always the case. Because, let's be honest, there's been so many AFL games recently that have been absolute walkovers, and that's not exciting. It's the same as the football matches, you know, and AFL matches. When the games are close and have goals, that's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for, and that's what I really hope for when I'm watching games. As long as, you know, in this one, for example, the Swans win, I don't mind a close game. And I don't think that the thing is, in football, you can see the tactics and the strategy pretty well. You know, if, for example, I don't know, Manchester City play against a lower team, Norwich, for example, this season. Norwich are not expected to win at all, so they will play a defensive formation and try and play maybe a counter-attack or something like that. The problem in AFL is you don't really see the tactics. There doesn't seem to be any real tactics. Now, that might be me as an outsider not necessarily realising or it not being as obvious. And there probably are tactics, of course, but it's not obvious to see. And it's like when I did the video on the flood tactic, people moaning about it. Well, actually, you've got to have these sort of tactics to try and play against a better team, to try and win. And tactics, being able to see tactics in a game, that is, yeah, being able to see tactics in a game makes a game a lot more interesting because you can understand what they're trying to do. And I said, I've watched a fair few AFL games now, and you don't. It's just a free for all. It seems. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Hi, Will. Yeah, not bad. It's not really done anything this morning, but yeah, all good, I suppose. All good. Oh man, Cat, you need to sort your internet out. Go call your provider right now. Tell him you're not getting the speeds you should be getting that you're paying for. Complain. Have any of you got good internet speed? That's the question.
The Swans have two players left of screen from here, so North Melbourne should have their extras are at the footy.
Nice catch. Nice. Yeah, Mr. Puniverse. I said I'm not saying there aren't lots of tactics, but I just don't think they're as visible. And maybe that's partly, maybe the tactics aren't as obvious because of the size of the pitch, and you can't necessarily see as much of the field. Whereas in football, you can clearly see most of the pitch when you're watching on TV. But in AFL, when they're showing it on TV, you can probably see about, I don't know, maybe a sixth. John, if you want to watch, join the Discord, mate. You can join the Discord. You can stay here, join the Discord as well. First goal. He is a youngster.
He's got a huge reputation as a brilliant kick, but there's one thing kicking the ball off the half-man flanker and kicking it out into space to a bloke who runs onto it. There's another thing in going back and nailing a goal. Now, he went back and kicked this like he was shelling peas. He's just got a brilliant left foot on him. He's a very good young player coming.
John, there you go, mate. If you don't have access, there you go. Join the Discord, watch along, enjoy, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because I'm so kind.
He's one of the best kicks in the competition, and a little bit of high contact from the celebration as well.
19-6 already. Swans have got this. Swans have got this all day long. Yeah, and this is the thing, Paul. From doing my VR Mondays and looking at the grounds, what is good about a lot of the AFL cricket grounds is that you can clearly see, a lot of them you can clearly see the whole field, which is really, really good. So I'm sure that this is why the coaches and managers and whatnot are up in the stands watching, so they can see the whole situation. Whereas in football, you don't need to be. You can. In football, managers normally are down on the side of the pitch and are able to shout at the team to, and because they can see the tactics clearly. Go on. Yeah, Malcolm, completely agree. I don't necessarily need the Swans to destroy the Kangaroos. You want to see a fairly close game, fighting for it. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Two teams competing. Hey, Dieter from South Africa is here. We've got a South African in the room.
Mark, anyway. You know a bit about this young bloke, do you?
Coached him for 4 years. Yeah. Good kid, really good competitor, and a ripping young man.
And he sent us the kick. So
Oh, he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go for the goal for that angle.
Toad off the deck. Good attack from all players. Wicks tried to thread the handle.
There's no space. There's no space.
Swishy shove action for his trouble. Kane Turner.
Don't argue without the ball being present.
How many weeks? How many weeks are left of the league?
20 of them. Hayward almost picked it up. Ball on the
Yeah. How many weeks are left of the league?
Siegel.
So out around the 50-metre mark, 50 metres, 40 metres away from this, there are 7 Swans.
2 weeks left.
North Melbourne
Um,
players. 2 are in and around the footy here, so they should be able to.
1 week after this. Okay. 2 week. 2 weeks. 1 week. Okay. Something like that.
Now Reed pulls away.
Okay. Got you. So it's basically 1 week after this. Dieter, I think in rugby, it's slightly different. Yes, it's the same sort of size pitch roughly as football, but because they are in lines, compared to football where there is a clear formation and the players are spread out, being on the touchline possibly doesn't give you the same angle to see in rugby.
ultra reliable every game again this year. Luke Parker and as reliable as ever there with ball in hand.
Nice. Very good. Straight down the middle for the Swans.
Start by the Swans, 4 goals too, just to the single goal by the Kangaroos. But it's an interesting debate this. You said
This is one way, this is, isn't it? This really is one way, yeah.
congestion. And the Kangaroos are creating the congestion by putting the numbers in there, but it means that often you're going to have a hat kick out like this. Now, probably that's debatable whether it went 15 metres or not, but nevertheless, congestion is difficult.
Very one way.
Yeah, congestion difficult whether you're trying to kick a goal or you're trying to get it out of that area.
Jared, just on that point, the bench was frantically yelling at Sam Reid, trying to get him to clear out.
Yeah.
Exactly on your point then.
And Sarah Jones down.
I do find it funny when you just see players and what the old what's his face, the old tall ruckman, can't remember his name, just on the phone, obviously with the coaches and whatnot.
Some room to use it nicely. Right bottom. Hewitt. In full flight. At the moment, the Swans to Heaney. Sees the ball movers.
This game has got to go over 100. It's got to go over 100 for the Swans. I can't see anything different.
Heaney drives into the hot spot.
Big kick in. Oh,
Hayward and hands on Anderson Crumpet for Walker. Ball
yeah. They're getting a bit bored, a bit hungry. Getting a takeaway.
the first gamer. Got it to ground. Got it to Phillip, but he could do something with it. And it's coming back with interest. Long.
So it seems so far, at the moment, the Melbourne are trying to congest, they're trying to compact and whatnot. But the problem is, it leaves then a lot of space for a Swans player, just to pop it off to someone in a big space. And therefore the cluster has to completely move. That's going to be hard work. That's going to be hard work for the Roos. It's going to be real hard work. And I don't think they're going to be able to keep it up, if I'm honest. Play on. See, that's another situation. The Roos end up trying to kick it for the mark, but you've got the other Roos player that is right next to a bigger Swans player. It doesn't make sense why you would pass there. Oh, no. Oh, Jimbo, yes, Swans got this. If Swans do not have this, if Swans can't win this, they are definitely not going to win the finals, are they?
Reed to Rowbottom. Floated wide, and McDonald in the middle of it all.
Great mark. Great mark.
So a couple of repeat injuries inside the full of 50 gives them an opportunity. Kicks it low. That's the lead.
Thanks, Will. Thanks. I've actually seen all of Chris Lilly's stuff. And Jonah is one of my favourite characters from it. But it's funny because everyone in the comments of the Jonah from Tonga video are saying how obviously Chris Lilly's stuff seems to have been cancelled and taken off Netflix and all that. But considering I've watched every series, I've never once thought about it being racist or anything like that. It never sort of compared with blackfacing, even though technically it is, but yeah. Come on, Kangaroos, I don't want you to win, but nope. 1 point. Yeah, I think after especially their start of the season, I predicted the Demons to win, but they've gone off a little bit, haven't they? The Demons have gone off the boil a little bit recently. They've not been quite as dominant in this last little bit of the league. It's the problem is when it comes to things like playoffs and finals and whatnot, it's anyone's game. It is anyone's game. Yeah, it really is anyone's game. If you think of who won the Premiership Rugby finals, because obviously Premiership Rugby do their finals very similar to AFL but with 4 teams, a little bit like Football Championships playoff. The Harlequins ended up winning the Premiership Rugby, but they finished 4th in the league. So who knows? Anyone could win. For all we know, the Swans can win. You know. Hi Dan. Hello mate. Enjoy some AFL, Daniel. Come on, Blake. You can't argue with hair like that. I can't take you seriously, Blakey. Let's have a look. Cat, what is so funny about you having to switch to your phone internet is we go to like it used to be a case of when you went to someone's house you'd ask be offered a cup of tea. Nowadays you ask for the Wi-Fi code because Wi-Fi code is always better than mobile internet, and it seems the other way round for you. It's mobile internet's better than your Wi-Fi or broadband. Good mark. That broke up that play. Has to be PG Tips though. Actually no, PG Tips, I don't mind PG Tips or Yorkshire Tea. Yorkshire Tea or PG Tips for me. as long as it's not Lipton's. Why is it when you go on holiday or like the Yanks drink Lipton's? Ugh, vile.
He's had injury issues to his back. Stress fracture in his leg. This for Charlie Coleman's first goal in AFL footy from outside.
Oh,
It sails on him a bit. Won't make the
nope. He needs to kick it harder. Nice. What speed are you expecting, Dieter? Cat. Remember, what is England? What is England known as? England is known for our tea. All right. It's got to be Yorkshire tea or PG Tips. Ugh. Lipton's is vile. Oh yes. So I was. If we're going to discuss the racial slur, I was going to do a video on it and I didn't get round to it because I've been a bit busy because the wife has been off work this week, so we've been spending a little bit of time together. But I was told about the racial slur, and dreadful, isn't it? It's dreadful in today's day and age. Today's day and age. Why would someone be stupid enough? And I was watching one of the news videos about how, and they were saying how upset the player is, about how upset Taylor Walker is. So who gives a damn? He's the one that has made some racial bloody remarks. It's disgusting. And imagine this Walker bloke going back to the club and having those Indigenous players there. Shocking. Absolutely disgusting. If we're back on the tea subject as well, Dieter, I do have some rooibos in the kitchen, to be fair. Shall I Google what Walker said? Let me Google it. Google it. What did Taylor Walker say? Oh, did he get it? Tom Patley, yes. I can't see what he said. Yeah, I can't see what he said. So if anyone else can find that, all I can see is the apology, which has been blasted for being scripted, which it obviously was scripted.
Probably had a metre or so closer to the man on mark that he could have used, but didn't need it. Kicked off the paint.
32-8 with 1 minute and 47 left of the first quarter. I think my predictions were fairly correct on this one. They were fairly correct. A quick point as well, actually. If any of you are soccer football fans, make sure you join the Discord server, and we've got a fantasy. We've got different stuff. We've got a fantasy Premier League, a fantasy league going on, which you can join. Pick players. You've got the budget. Pick the players that you want from the league. And yeah, we've got a little league running. We've got a predictor league as well. So you predict the scores. We've got rugby predictions as well going on. So join the Discord and take a look. It is in the... What is the section called? Fantasy and Prediction leagues. Yeah, so join in. There's a bit of fun. Twinings. Twinings is okay, but it's not one of the main brands of tea. The Twinings factory is actually not very far from me. Yeah. Oh. 25 megabytes for £25. Ouch. Ouch, mate. Dita, that is painful. Hey, presto. Internet-wise, I'm paying about 40 quid for 500 megabytes. So, not bad. Oh, hello. Come on. Less handbags, kids. Good mark from him. Just on the buzzer. Yeah, it's a strong start. 32-8 at the moment. Possibly see if he gets this. Let's see if he takes the goal or just a back. Yeah. Not bad. 32-14 start for the Swans. Not a bad first quarter, to be fair. Not a bad first quarter. I'd be very disappointed if the Swans don't make it over 100. Very disappointed. The problem is, Mr. Puniverse. Yes, it is just words. It is just words. But words quite often lead to actions. Do we really need to be dividing and hating, you know, when we're all the same? That's the thing. But that's, yeah. I can't see Swans losing. I can't see them losing. Surely no one can see them losing. Oh, I'm not saying they're good things. I'm not saying they're good things. I'm just saying they are both bad. Both bad, you know? What the hell is Nord track? Nordic track. Is that like a variation of Peloton? I reckon it is, sort of. So a strong first half from the Swans. I think the Kangaroos are trying to play defensively and cluster and that, but it's not necessarily working. That's something else. That's a good point, Kat. At the end of the day, elite sportsmen and women, they don't ask to become role models, but they are role models. They are put into that position, and they become role models, and they have to behave in a certain way, otherwise they're punished. Because, you know, think about the kids and whatnot that are watching and learning from them, and this is obviously the problem with football, soccer at the moment. You know, millions of children are watching these professional footballers. You know, if you do something wrong, then these kids then think it's okay. It's not, you know, sadly. Yeah. I don't think Walker will play again for After that, yeah, I've got a feeling he will not play again for him. Just my thoughts. The problem is that we don't know what he said. If anyone can find out what he said, that'd be great. But if it's as serious as it seems, then yeah, I can't see him playing again for him. That will be his career probably ruined. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably a contract. It's a rippable contract. Yeah. It will probably be in the contract that they can now terminate the contract if needed. But that's another tricky one because I don't even know who the player is, but how good of a player is he? That's another tricky dilemma the team has. It's a difficult one. It's a really difficult one. As I said, it's another one of is it a sort of a rehabilitation that he could achieve? I don't know. I don't have the answers. This is the thing, and this is the general thing on my. So he probably was a fairly good player. This is the general theme of a lot of my videos. It's not me giving answers, it is me creating discussion, and it is trying to improve things and give suggestions, and for me to learn as well. So I don't have the answers, I don't know, but it's good to talk about it and make people aware of it, I suppose. So they won't necessarily want to let him go. So maybe they will go along the lines of trying to rehabilitate him to make him less of a racist bastard. Thoughts on the South Melbourne Jumpers? What? What? See, this is quite confusing because a jumper is either someone that jumps quite high, or it is it's a thick like hoodie or or a sweater. But when you say jumpers, do you mean these jumpers? You mean they'll top, don't you? Yeah. Explain yourself, Zila Exler. Yeah, or you call it a Guernsey, don't you? You call it a Guernsey, but you could also call it a jumper, right? Yeah, no, I know. I know they used to be. It's very confusing how many. Because I would just call this a top. I would just call this a top or the Sydney Swans kit. I would never call it a jersey. And I think this comes from yes, this comes from I think me being football. This comes from me having a football background. We would call it a top, a kit. Yeah, that's what we would call it. In rugby, they call it jerseys. You guys call it jumpers or Guernseys. It's confusing. So if I say the Swans top, that's what I mean. Don't have a go at me. Jumper seems weird because I said a jumper is like a hoodie. It's a thick to keep you warm. Tom Papley's having a good game so far. Yeah, it's top, bottom, Technically, I would call this a vest. Yeah. Without sleeves is a vest, isn't it? Or possibly a tank top. But I would call it a vest, technically. No, a singlet is what wrestlers wear. Yeah, a singlet is like a whole one piece which wrestlers wear. A vest doesn't. A vest doesn't have buttons. A vest is just like a top without sleeves. You're an Aussie and you've never seen an AFL game. Dark Helmet, if you've not seen an AFL game, and if you're not watching it now, come and join my Discord and watch it. Isn't it funny how we're more or less the same people, but so many different words for the same thing? Isn't that no, a singlet is what wrestlers wear. I'm sorry. Do we say jelly or jam? Depends what you mean. If you mean spreadable, then yes, jam on jam on toast or jam on crumpets. Jelly is what you have with ice cream, jelly and ice cream, or in a trifle. We're not Yanks, for Christ's sake. It's not peanut butter and jelly. It's peanut butter and jam. Even though I've never have peanut butter and jam. Oh, but don't they call jelly Jello? Yeah. Oh, on the subject, on the subject of jam, the blackberries are almost out in the UK. The blackberries are almost out, and it'll be time for us to make some blackberry jam. Blackberry jam, lovely. Yeah, well, Yanks. Bloody calling petrol gas. Well, they call it gasoline, don't they? But the Yanks like to do things differently. Aren't they one of the only countries that use the temperature as Fahrenheit? Bloody idiots. They want to make everything difficult and bigger than it really is, don't they? It is. I tell you what. It is funny. It is funny that how. It's funny how, and I've said this in other videos. I know we should be watching the footy, but it's now back on a bash in the Yanks. It's funny how similar the Brits, English Brits, or whatever, are with Aussies. You know, we're kind of brothers and sisters, and the Yanks are kind of the black sheep of the family. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's another point. It's on a side subject, but I did a video the other day on about my bowls club. Now, a lot of people shop on eBay and Amazon and things. And it'd be fantastic. I'm going to link. It'd be fantastic if people could possibly sign up, basically, to something called Easy Fundraising. Yeah, it's called Easy Fundraising, and what it does is basically, if you shop on Amazon or eBay, I think that's the only thing you can probably use over there. And and you go through the app, or if you're on a PC, you attach to an extension, then our Bowls Club get a small donation. It's sometimes only 0.5%, but it all mounts up. So if anyone likes to do their shopping on Amazon and whatnot, please sign up. I've just put the link in the comments as well. That would mean a lot. As I said, small amounts made by lots of people will make a huge difference. So yeah, please do that. Thank you. And also remember, if you haven't got access to the game, if you don't have access to the game, feel free. Well, you can make direct donations, but you don't have to make direct donations. It's the whole easy fundraising thing is sort of, it's so people don't have to make direct. You know, I don't want to force people to kind of donate things, but by doing it, you're kind of indirectly donating. If that makes sense. Yeah. I was about to say something else. What was I going to say? I can't even remember what I was about to say. Yeah, I was going to say, once again, if you guys, this isn't a free to air game, it's on, well, I'm watching it on Fox 503. If you don't have access to the game, join the Discord server. You can watch it on there. There's a little streaming channel for that, and I'm currently showing what I'm watching. Yeah. So I've been chatting. I have been chatting on Instagram with a really nice guy called James, and he's actually sending me a load of stuff over, which is currently, where even is it? He sent me a package. It's currently at Cape Adelaide, preparing to dispatch to the UK. But he also is doing me a little itinerary, a little 3-week itinerary for next year. And I think he's put in a bowls club to go to. So me and the wife would love to have a game and see what the greens are like down under, because I bet they're quick. I bet they're like bowling on ice. Yeah. But me and Charlie, I'm in a singles final tomorrow, and we're in a mixed pairs final tomorrow for bowls. So it's going to be a nerve-wracking day tomorrow, I think. Not a lot's happened in this second quarter, if I'm honest. $14 to North Melbourne, 38 to the Swans. I have Mr. Puniverse. Crackerjack. That was one of the first films I watched. I watched Crackerjack first, and then I watched The Castle second. Crackerjack's a really good film. And it was funny. It's funny because with Crackerjack, they have like these AGMs and things, and thinking of ways to raise money. And although it is from years and years ago, and it is down under, the exact same things happen at the bowls clubs over here, like at AGMs. Oh, I'll second that, Angela, and all that sort of thing. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny. But if you're remotely interested in bowls, and even if you're not, if you've seen the film Crackerjack, then try and stream or download the film Blackball, which is an English one over here. Whereas I think in Crackerjack they talk more about financial problems and whatnot, and those problems with bowls. Over here, it talks more about the working class and middle class playing bowls. So although it's similar, it talks about completely different situations that are both a problem in the sport. Oh, mate, the Magpies have stopped me wanting to come to Australia. I will do it anyway. I will risk the Magpies. The psycho bastards. And that was really sad the other day. Yeah. That was that's very sad about the baby dying the other day. Not very nice. Oh, actually, it's in my package coming from Australia is currently at Melbourne Airport. Oh, exciting, exciting package coming from Australia. In the package, and I don't know exactly what's in the package. I think there's some AFL things. I think they're Bulldogs things actually. Because James, who is sending them, his company, I think his company is one of the big sponsors that he works for. So he's got some marketing stuff for me. But I also think there's food, you know, Tim Tams and all those sort of things. So, but yeah, quite excited. Yeah, so that's good. Kangaroo Jack. I'm sure I've seen Kangaroo Jack years ago. I may not have, but possibly did. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I set up Sharalee. Yeah, I'm not a fan of birds as it is, to be honest. I'm not really a fan of birds. So magpies are not going to be my favourite. What stadium are they playing at today? It looked like it was the Marvel. Am I correct? I need to look now. Let me look on Flash scores. It is the Marvel Stadium. I thought it was the Marvel Stadium. It's so rubbish. It is so rubbish not seeing... it's so rubbish not seeing fans in the crowd. There's only really been a few weeks that I've watched with fans in the crowd. And it just... having fans in the crowd really adds to the atmosphere and enjoyment of the game. It's such a shame. Luckily, with football at the moment, we are now back to having fans. We've got no restrictions, so... Port had 15,000, that's okay. But yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure in the UK we're back to normal now. There's no restrictions, I don't think, on stadiums. I think. I don't know if in the UK stadiums or in the England stadiums that you've got to have a negative one of those quick tests. Ings wasn't that good anyway, Lachlan. It's the fact that we've lost, what, 3 players? We lost 3 players? Yeah, well, we lost Bertrand, We lost Bertrand, Ings, and now Vestergaard, and we've signed 2 kids and a championship player, and not spent the money wisely. But yeah, that it's full. Hang on, I'm going to quickly look. 2 seconds. If there's anyone watching on the 3 people that are watching on Discord, hold on. 2 seconds. I want to look at the crowd. The Gabba is sort of. I've just switched over to the Gabba, and there are fans, but they have sort of put people in bubbles by the looks of it. But just straight away, it doesn't seem that noisy. But I thought McInerney plays for Swans. Is there 2 McInerney's that play for 2 different clubs? It must be. I'm back on. John Smith. John Smith, you're up early, mate. I won't be because I've got some bowls finals tomorrow to play, and one's at like 10:30 in the morning on my time, and so I won't have time. Oh, he jumped. Yes, we got some hang time. We've got some hang time. Not quite the best hang time, but he got a little bit. That is not mark of the year, though. It's not mark of the year worthy. That's right. I'm back to the Roos versus Swans game now. It's not been the most exciting second quarter. The sort of the energy is sort of gone from the Swans, especially. Either that or the Roos have shut them down a little bit better. Yes. We got it. Oh, Lachlan. Lachlan, go buy it off AliExpress, mate. Go buy it off AliExpress. Don't buy it straight from the billionaires. Talking about football kits, I don't know if anyone watched my... the other day I did... Thursday? I did a video... I was rating all of the Premier League kits this year. Oi! 2 seconds. Oh yeah. Honestly though, I've got to show you now. Hold on. I'm going to show you the kit the top that I got the other day. If you haven't seen my video. Oh. Did I miss a goal? Hang on. Did I miss the goal? Well, watch this and I'll show you my Saints kit that I just got. Does it have to... So this is another question. So in football, for it to be a goal, the ball has to completely cross over the line. 100% of the ball has to be over the line. In rugby, it's a try even if it touches the line. In AFL, Does the ball have to completely cross the line for it to be a goal, or does it have to just touch the line? 100% over, okay. So that would have been classed as a mark, I would assume. That's why it wasn't a goal. It was a mark. A bit of a dickhead move by number 9 catching it though, wasn't it? He just stole the goal off the original guy, didn't he? Let's be honest. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Yeah, sorry. Back to talking about tops. Off AliExpress, that is the new Southampton top, red and white. You know, keeping with the theme. £15 from AliExpress. If you were to buy this, which in your money is, I don't know, about 25 Aussie dollars, I think, something like that. To buy this brand new from the Saints store, from Southampton, is about 55, 60 quid. I wouldn't notice much difference. I think the white round there is slightly thicker, a white round the badge. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's not too bad. What do you think? What do you think, as Aussies, or most of you Aussies here, what do you think, right? Swans shirt, what is better? Don't take into account if you don't like the Swans, but what do you think is better? Yeah. Swans jersey top, or Southampton top? What do you think's better? Give me your opinion. But yeah, I now, because I don't want to, unless I want to happen, yeah, about $28. There you go. Unless I want to support a club that works in an ice cream shop, I can't support. I can't buy a kit for a billionaire who doesn't invest in the club. You know, our owner is a Chinese billionaire and he doesn't invest. So why would I want to give him money? So yeah, if I can save some money by buying on AliExpress, you know, I certainly would. Which I have. I think if I was a supporter of a lower league football club who struggles for money, then I would buy directly from the club, because it then supports them. The problem is with the thicker ones, which they probably used to be in like the 80s and before then, you don't want something bogging you down, and if the weather is wet, you don't really want a thick, heavy top when it's wet. If you're sprinting, because that's what a lot of football is. That's what football is, a lot of it. It's sprinting. You don't really want a thick top. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't need to be... You're right, Nunya. It doesn't really need to be thick and strong. Because if you think of this one, I don't know if this is, I think, last year's Swans kit. But I think this year's is Nike, and it's the dry fit. The dry fit Nike ones are normally quite thin, because they're the same as my referee. My football referee is my football referee one is Nike dry fit, or whatever they call it, and it's still quite sturdy. But this is quite thick. You know, this can take some pulling, I reckon. I can't believe you would say that. I don't think you should be comparing. I don't think you should be comparing this to Collingwood. I think that's out of order. I think, Joshy, you need to take that back, mate. You need to take that back. That is out of order. Yeah, this is a year or two. And I think probably the Nike dry fit one that the Swans have now is a little bit thinner, and a little bit more breathable. I don't think I would want to wear this if I was playing. Good mark by Zerha. Well, I did have a little bit of merch that a company was doing for me, but it didn't get much traction, so I think we've stopped it. If I get more popular, Will, I will make some designs, alright? I will think of some designs and I'll do them. Oh, that was a dreadful kick by Zerha. Rubbish kick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's got to be a goal. That was a good tackle. A good tackle by the Roos player there, though, to initially make the Swans guy throw it. Am I feeling cocky now? Yeah. 52-21, I'm still feeling cocky. I don't think that goal should have stood. There was a ball on the pitch. There was a second ball on the pitch. It shouldn't have stood. Definitely shouldn't have stood. I know. I didn't watch it, but I did keep track of it, Jimbo. 2-0 Arsenal loss is embarrassing for them. One minute 20 left of the second quarter. The 100 plus is still on for Swans, considering this was a bit of a dull second quarter. The 100 is still on for them. Come on. Get another goal in the last minute. That's the time you want to score, right at the end of the quarters. Krakatini, man. Razor's brilliant. I think you need to leave it out on poor old Razor. He's doing a great job. Great job. You know, poor Razor has to put up with all this. You know, us referees and umpires, we are completely unbiased. Completely unbiased. We don't care who wins. All of these conspiracy theories by the fans. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. Seven seconds. 6 seconds left. Go on. No, buzzer's going to go. That is a shame. Couldn't get a goal right at the end. Oh no, they did make the mark in the end. He is going for the last. Can we make the mark? Bang. It is high. No. No, had more height than distance. Right, end of the second quarter. 21 North Melbourne, 52 Sydney Swans. Comfortable 31 point difference. 31 point difference. We got this in the bag.
Sydney looked sharp in that opening half. Their ball movement is back after the break. Five-time premiership star Dermot Brereton joins me to have a look at what.
If you can, Nunya, if you can send me a link. if you send me a link, especially on Discord, that would be great, and then I can look at it and I won't forget about it. Not always the case. As I've said this plenty of times about the point you've just made, Puniverse, about doing the job and you shouldn't know they're there. All referees and umpires love games where we don't have to do anything, you know, when we don't get noticed. However, if a player wants to act like a pillock, if you know, you've got no option. You have to be noticed because you have to be there to make the decisions. As an umpire and referee, you are there to make sure the rules and the laws are upheld. If players don't want to uphold those rules and laws, then tough shit, you have to get involved. It's the players' fault. Blame the players for the referees getting involved. You know. I reckon Swans, considering that was a pretty low scoring quarter, I reckon the Swans are going to make over 100 this second half. Yeah, I'm going for 100 over. It's so funny. I'm watching a Nivea Men advert, which we have, and it's more or less the same advert, but you have certain 2 seconds. Thanks.
Right?
Cheers, man. Parcel. Oh, I love a parcel. I love a parcel. It's quite big. What is it? Christchurch. I have a parcel, but I have no idea what it is. What the hell is this parcel? It's quite a big parcel as well. Let's have a look. It's quite heavy. If it's something that ends up being inappropriate, which I don't think it will be, I probably won't show you, but it's like a live unboxing. You know, you're getting a watch along and potentially a live unboxing. Because I have no idea what this is. But it's come from Christchurch, which is close to me. What the hell is it? Hang on. Let me just have a quick gander before. There we go. So I'll tell you a story. Oh. It's a homemade bubble tea kit. Look at that. A little story. Me and the wife went for lunch the other day, and then we popped into the local town, and we really wanted. No, it's not Christchurch, New Zealand. No, it's Christchurch, Bournemouth way. Yeah, so we really wanted some bubble tea. Yeah, we had food. We went into town and we really wanted some bubble tea, but we couldn't see anywhere that did bubble tea. So we ended up getting a frappuccino or whatever it is. I don't know, like a cold drink from the coffee shop. And then we had this drink and we thought, this is really disgusting. It tasted like, you know, when these coffee shops, we don't drink, it wasn't coffee, but it was like a cold, I think it had like a chocolate drink on shit, like a pistachio drink. But the cups tasted like, the drink tasted like washing up liquid. Where these coffee, they do it in these blenders and they must obviously clean it every time they do it. And it tasted absolutely vile. And as we walked back to the car, we saw a waffle shop that did bubble tea. And we're like, we've already got a drink now. So I ordered a bubble tea package from Amazon. And yeah, it's just arrived. That's exciting. Oh, look at that. All the bubbles. Oh, I love bubble tea. Absolutely love. Love bubble tea. 2 big mango bubbles and like raspberry bubbles or cherry bubbles. Nice. A load of straws. Exciting. Oh, Jesus. A big mango flavoured bubble tea drink. Powdered. Sweet. Exciting. That's going to be us sorted. There we go. There we go. My package has turned about 5 people off watching the video, but there we go. Put that away. Exciting. Yeah, bubble tea. Has anyone else had bubble tea? Anyone else like bubble tea? It's very nice. Excellent. Excellent. Well, there we go. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically... You can have it like... Obviously, you get the little bubbles that kind of pop and they have like liquid in. You can, and then the main drink can either be... like a peach tea or like a cold iced tea. Or it can be like a slushy. Like a slush puppy style. Yeah. It's a trendy thing. I think it's kind of an Asian thing, isn't it? Dave Bell. Hi, Dave. Yeah. It's sort of it is just sugar, but that's good. But yeah, I think it's come over from Asia, isn't it? And it's now taking the world by storm. It's like waffles. It's like waffle shops took the world by storm, and now every town has a waffle shop. Exciting. Exciting. We might try that later. Very good. As there's another break, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Some horrible person, one person has disliked the video. That's very upsetting. I've seen the milk tea, whatever it is. I've not actually had one. You don't have waffle shops. You don't have waffle shops. Waffles are amazing. Has to be with white chocolate and strawberries on top. Yeah, quite sickly though. Sorry, this is instead of drinking a cup of tea or coffee in the morning. It is 0 sugar, if that helps. So yeah, we've probably got at least 1 or 2 in every town now, waffle shops. Yeah. So, if anyone's... Hang on, what's Will just said? Nothing. Yeah, not quite the same as the Holland, what they've got. I can't drink coffee. I just can't. So I did a physique competition in 2018, and I was allowed to drink black coffee, and I did try drinking coffee, and I just couldn't do it. It's absolutely vile. But if anyone wants to see, there you go, mate. There you go. I did once have a 6-pack. Okay. I once had a 6-pack. Won't be leaving that on for too long. Yeah, I just can't. I can't do. I'll drink a cup of tea, but I can't do coffee. No, it wouldn't. I promise you, coffee tastes like coffee. The amount of people that try and tell me how all coffees taste different. No, it doesn't. It's like wine. It's like wine, especially white wine. It all tastes the same. You're kidding yourself if you think it tastes any different. You really are kidding yourselves. Coffee is vile, and it makes your breath stink. No, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I think Brisbane Lions have got it, haven't they? In that other game. Dave, as I say about coffee, it's the same with wine. When you get the amount of times there have been not studies, but you have like these wine experts, and these wine experts is a proper thing. But the amount of times they've been put in a room with real cheap wines and really expensive wines, and they have not been able to tell the difference, or they think they can tell the difference, but actually end up saying that the cheaper wines are the expensive wines. So yeah, I haven't, Mr. Puniverse. No, I haven't seen the Amazon documentary on AFL. There's only so much time in the day. That's the only problem. Sorry, is that it? That quickly back on the AFL while talking about the Tom Hawkins, Tom Walker. What was it? Tom Hawkins, I think. Tackle. That wasn't that bad. That seems a bit harsh. What they're talking about. It seems a bit harsh. Is that tackle because he took both his hands and therefore the player being tackled couldn't kind of land safely-ish? I'm going to assume that's why that was a bad one. Well, it wasn't really dumping him down, was it? It was more taking his arms away so he couldn't kind of use his hands to stop the impact, I would say. Yeah, I get it, to be fair, actually. Yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can see the issue. Oh, that does look good. That Burger King. Or Hungry Jack's, it does look quite good. Shame it never looks like that in real life. The burgers are better at Burger King, Hungry Jack's. I agree. There's a difference, Mr. Puniverse, and I noticed this when I'm refereeing. Now, granted, football players, as in soccer players, are known for being complete arseholes. And giving dissent and whatnot. I know a few women that referee at my level. The problem is, well, the difference is players behave differently with a female referee, and it's frustrating. Yeah. It's frustrating because I said male players always treat female referees better and behave better on the whole.
This idea of the social inclusion club came about over many years. It actually happened after watching a lot of people from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Melbourne Rose Football Club. I'm sure that looks like the same badge as Barcelona. Melrose.
The club we used the 2016 census data.
Data.
We would like to see every single one of our players.
It's probably right. That's probably right. $388 on a laptop. Yeah, because it was crap. You know it's not very good when they only chuck 4 gigs of RAM in. To be fair, that double Big Mac looks quite good as well. Even though Big Macs are tiny now. Why are they still called Big Macs? Beyond me, because I'm sure they've shrunk. Hi, Tyson. From Adelaide. I do enjoy watching adverts from other countries, though. Thanks. Yeah, I made over 7k last night, or your morning. 7,018 subscribers. Exciting stuff. I did, Nanya. I did. I think that was like the second. I think the Gabba was the second VR video I did. Just a heads up, if talking about VR on Monday. This week I'm going, or I did go, to Cardinia Park in Geelong. Yeah, if you're a Geelong supporter, I am sorry now. Because I thought the Geelong Cardinia Park Stadium was not that good. So yeah, sorry if you're a Geelong supporter. Yes, Tom, yes, red and white. Up the Bloods. Second half, getting underway. I don't think I can get my car stolen in VR. And also, I do make this point in the video, but is Cardinia Park the only stadium or only field that isn't actually oval? One side of Cardinia Park's pitch is literally straight. I'm sorry, that was the most stupid commentary. They're talking. He says McInerney loves to run with it as he passes the ball. God. What is Australians' obsession with Liverpool? Honestly, What is the obsession with Liverpool over in Australia? I don't get it. I don't get it. Liverpool just steal all of our players, and they're a bad team. Liverpool should change their name to Liverhampton, because half their team is from Southampton. See you later, Will. See you later, mate. Screw Liverpool, man. Screw Liverpool. For starters, it's full of scousers. I just don't understand the obsession you guys have got. Play on. Get on with it. Jealous. Yeah, a little bit of jealousy. Jealousy that they signed about 6, 7 of our players over the last few years. See, even Google wants to spread the word of bloody Liverpool. Van Dijk, Mane, Lovren, Lambert, Lallana. Any others? Can't think of any others off the top of my head. Oh. Mark. It's going to be a goal for the Roos. You say I should be proud of that. The problem is Southampton are a selling club. We sell all our best players, just like we have already. For some reason, we still won't get rid of bloody Nathan Redmond, who's the worst player. The issue is, at being a Southampton, yeah, that's the problem. Being a Southampton fan, it's just like, imagine if we kept the players and didn't sell them. You know, you think of some of the best players. Luke Shaw is now at Man United. Wanyama, who was great as a defensive midfielder. Van Dijk, Gareth Bale. We've got Theo Walcott back, to be fair. Oxlade-Chamberlain. You know, these players that we always make better and then sell. It's frustrating being a Southampton fan. Trust me. It's painful. Watching these players leaving and going on to better things and winning things when it could be us. I haven't. Problems with my Achilles, and then the weather's been dreadful. But I will. It's the same as rugby. I've got to do I've got to be a I've got to do a rugby conversion as well video, which I will do. Is that next week? When is it? Because I might do a watch long for the hurling then next week. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I'm going to check out on Flash Scores. The All Ireland hurling final. Let's have a look. It does. Why does it not? It has all these different sports and not hurling. I'm going to Google that. When is it? When is it? I'm Googling now when the All Ireland... I should be able to get a stream. Sunday, 22nd of August. Sunday, 22nd of August. I'm going to make a note of that. Cork versus Limerick. I am making a note. 3:30. It might be a bit late for the Aussies. Final 22nd. I've made a note. That'll be hopefully a live stream next weekend. But it may be a bit late for you guys. That's the only problem. So this is the thing. I've been watching the hurling videos, but I've not had a chance to watch the hurling live yet. So that'll be good, and especially for it to be the final as well. Yeah, 22nd, which is 3:30. If you're in lockdown, you've got nothing better to get up for. Yes, I will watch it then. Let me check my diary first of all. Hopefully I'm not doing anything. I don't think I am. Let me take a gander at the diary. Hang on. I don't normally, because I've been either really busy, or I've been watching AFL, or I've been watching the Euros before. It's trying to fit things in. Jamie, Essendon are not winning the flag this year. Essendon are an absolute waste, mate. They're absolutely useless. Right, I'm making a note in my diary. 3:30, hurling in the diary. Boom. I don't know what time that'll be for you guys, but yeah. If any of you like hurling, next week. Jamie, everyone in the comments now will tell you how wrong you are and that Essendon have got no chance of winning. Yeah. If anyone wants to tell this Jamie how wrong he is, feel free. Feel free. I will allow you to disagree with him. Yeah, they need to be in the top 8 first to win it. There we go. You got to get into the top 8 first. You're dreaming, Jamie. You're dreaming. Yeah, I'm actually now that I know that there's the All Ireland final, I'm gonna look forward to that. I'm gonna look forward to that all week. I reckon, with my first game watching hurling. I've got to look where Essendon are now in the league. I need to have a look. Hang on. Well, I'm not sure. I assume Essendon are possibly playing tomorrow, but Essendon on 20 games, they're in 9th place, below West Coast Eagles, 4 points behind. Yeah. Essendon are not getting in the top 8, are they? They're not even getting in the top 8. Definitely not. Maybe, but you've got to hope the teams above them don't win as well. Oh, yes. Nice, Dave. Yeah, maybe that'll be. There's a few things now I want to do. So the few things I want to do now that have come from my channel. Yeah, there's a few things I want to do. The first thing, obviously, come down under, watch an AFL game. I need to go watch some rugby. I want to go watch Larky. That is shocking. That is why you're bottom of the league, mate. That is why Melbourne Kangaroos are bottom of the league, because they can't even score from 20 yards out. Dreadful. Yeah, come down under, watch Aussie Rules. I want to go watch London Irish play on St. Patrick's Day. That'll be next March time, I think, if I can get tickets. And now I want to go watch some hurling and some Gaelic football. But luckily, with watching the hurling or the Gaelic football, it's literally a long weekend away over in Ireland or something. That wouldn't be too difficult. And the airport, literally 2 minutes down the road, flies to Ireland, so that's good. I don't know. Let's have a look at my predictions. If you're new to watching the live stream, make sure you join the Discord server. We've got a Premier League fantasy league going on. We've got Super Brew score predictors from football and rugby at the moment. So make sure you join in and join the league. Even if you don't know a lot, just guess. My predictions. Let's have a check out my prep. Hang on, let's have a look at my Super Brew and I'll give you my predictions. I changed my mind as well, by the way, about... I guessed, Jamie. Yeah, I guessed who you were, mate. I've got Leeds to beat Man United, Leicester to beat Wolves, a 1-1 with Everton versus Saints, Watford to beat Aston Villa 1-0, Chelsea to beat Palace 3-1, Burnley Brighton 0-0, Norwich to lose 4-0 to Liverpool, and West Ham to beat Newcastle 2-1, and Man City to beat Spurs 3-0. There are my predictions. But yeah, join the Super Brew, the score predictions, and join the Premier League fantasy team as well. See if you can beat me. See if you can beat me. Zaha, open goal. Well, we will see. We will see. Man City should destroy Norwich. Let's be honest. Norwich will be going straight back down. Or if they brought it down to that, Melbourne have brought it down to 21 points behind. Still doable. Still doable. Yeah, Saints probably. Yeah, we won't be far off relegation. Southampton this year. Swans have been a bit disappointing this third quarter. Very disappointing. Hopefully they're not going to crumble. Sorry, my bad, cat. I just keep calling the Roos. I call them the Roos, alright? Maybe that's easier. Don't MC, don't MC. Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it, Dave? It's like they're not even trying to score. It's gone a little lackluster.
turned in enough time to be safe in the eyes of Ray.
Not often you see a thrower hit the deck. Nobody touched him. That's a pretty brutal tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Davies Junior, Curtis Taylor, umpire screams, play the mark. They all fall for it. Zerhard dumped into the deck again by Fox. Same thing. 30 seconds later.
Fox must have something in for Zerha, I think, because Zerha keeps scoring the goals. If you take him out, he can't score anymore.
Out towards Anderson. Spins through one, not through another.
Ray was making up for the throw-in.
He can't get a lot of height in his bounces these days, but he gets some more in his throw. Hewitt
That's pretty embarrassing to recall a thrower.
That's a good point. Cunningham wide.
Yeah, to be fair, Glenn, to be fair, this was one of the first things I was taught. You know, anything but Collingwood. So you shouldn't really feel sorry for them, should you?
I have gone into conservative mode here. I just want a little bit of retention of the footy now, the Swans. Just own it. Take some of the heat and the express play out of North Melbourne away from North Melbourne.
Long ball. Dawson in the
Come on.
attack. Webber, we got his arm through but dropped it. Dawson in turn dropped. Dumont. Davies Junior. Papley stole it back.
Come on, Papley.
His way past the couple.
Oh, it's piss poor. It's just kicking it straight to them.
Walker needs to be clever. That was
You're lucky they gave it back to us.
Worst turnover of the match.
Rampy.
Yeah,
It is. This is the thing about Aussie rules. It's very frustrating when it just seems like they kick it back to the opposition without any real thought.
Yeah, Josh Walsh is a good player. I just don't think finesse is his go.
Siegel. Curtis Taylor's got some room to move and he drops it. So suddenly that room's gone. Florin kind of didn't have it as he was tackled, but then had it after he was tackled. Ball up. Walker, that's Reed.
Good throw.
Reed gets it back. Hewitt to Parker. Dances his way inside a couple.
Oh, bounce just in front of him.
Of Hayward. Parker gets it back. Opens it up. Outside.
Right, come on.
To Dawson. Yeah, it was brilliant play.
This should make it back to
He did with that ball, but
27 in front.
he's Reed off a good length.
Yeah, tumble punt.
Can he make it?
Quick and it
Followed it up and pinpointed Dawson.
clocked the MCG about 3 seasons ago.
Jordan Dawson, one of 4 Swans who have played every game this season.
In. Yes, 27 points difference again. Let's try and keep it over the 30. That's what we want. We want to keep it over the 30 mark.
We used to talk in glowing terms about the Hawks and their left-footed brigade, and they were winning premierships under Clarko. If you look at this Falcon, I'll just run you through some of the left-footers for the Swans. You've got Campbell, Gould, and Blakey, Rampy.
Number 9 completely mistimed that ball there, didn't he? Completely mistimed the ball.
7 starting players and a couple on the injured list. They like a left footer too.
Lovely action, this one. He just contains it within himself, doesn't overkick it. Just keeps everything sweet.
It's Nunya, to be fair, I sort of agree. It's like last week playing against St Kilda. On paper, Swans should have won, and they just Swans were next to useless last week. And you're right. There we go. There should be another one. There we go. There's 2 quick goals coming, I think. Yeah, you can often tell the difference. You should be beating the teams on paper. You know that you should be beating on paper. I have no idea what a super super. I assume that meant to be super coach. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I'll do some tip. I'll do some tipping and some whatever you want to call them.
Terry Thomas looked around to see if somebody
I said
On the left, just bumped on the kick last second. And they get a ball.
I said I early on predicted the Demons to win. I think the Demons will win. Yeah, I think Melbourne Demons will win this year. But means nothing. Means nothing where you finish and whatnot. So
Every time it doesn't unfold for you, well, it'll unfold on a regular basis.
I saw him play junior footy. His number one asset was his sidestep while in full sprint motion.
Good attack from players from both sides there. Scott picks it up. Davey Juniak bends it around, looking for Ford. Fox outsmarted him.
He's been an improvement too this year, Fox. Gone from being an in and out player to a pretty regular customer.
He crunched in the marking contest. Davey Juniak hadn't lost it. Reed flicks it to Bonner though. Turned back over again. Davey Juniak to Scott. Goldstein's lurking forward. He was calling for the long bomb.
Kennedy's just blocked the middle.
Coleman got there late again from 14. Rampy crumbs it. Gave it to Fox.
yeah, I think we can almost guarantee that. I agree, Dave. Essendon will not be winning this year. I think my team, Southampton, have more chance of winning the league than Essendon do.
Dawson, he's careful again. Weaving his way through them. Can he hit another target? He goes by hand. Milliken. Forward.
Yeah, if I'm Tom Ormo, I don't want Braden Campbell handballing too often. I want him going straight down the middle with that kick. He can hit a target every time. They've got numbers ahead here, North.
Boys, Nick Blakey limping off the field, trying to hobble towards the ball there, but has been in the hands of trainers who's really struggling with
Oh.
the lower leg.
And Zerha kicks a ripper.
I love that. So that literally, Zerha's just scored a really good goal, but there was no fanfare about it at all because they were more focused on the injury. He's gone. He's done for the season if it's his hamstring. If it's it looked more like his knee, to be fair. It's jarred. Or is it his ankle? I don't know. Ugh. That looks uncomfortable. I don't know if it was his hamstring. It looked like possibly either his ankle or his knee, to be honest.
It's a little bit more than just your bullet a game, blustering, knock him down, set him up, knock him down play. He's got more. Yeah. Well, he can't spot the crowd, but they're not there, but he went for a high five. Got thin air.
From Ray.
He got thin air.
Yeah, the best ability come September is availability. You've got all your stars. Tanner Thomas, speaking of stars, weaves his way past them, heads toward goal. He had nothing there, Rampy.
But that's not like him. He just didn't pick out a target.
Well, yeah, if it's a knee injury, who knows how bad it would be. But yeah, possibly an ankle injury would be a lot less time, but who knows? It's just kicking it to no one. Kicking it to no one again.
Since they know it as well.
Yeah, also some of the kicks from Sydney being under pressure a little bit more, so we're seeing more hack kicks going inside their
So annoying when they just kick it to no one and they give the ball away freely.
really trying to choke the corridor here. He tries to pick it off. It's a 3-on-1.
And it might work. Fortune might favour the gravel of Phillips wrapped up.
Need to look at those numbers there. So if you kick back, if you select that kick, you've got to execute perfectly. And if you do, you're in the box seat because you've got numbers unguarded on the outside, but you've got to hit it perfectly.
Well, the Swans got ahead of the ball. That big Charlie Condon just out the back waiting. McDonald got under that. Can Zerha get there?
Nope.
Can he get there? And crashed it to ground. Robot feeds it wide. Sits on Hayward's head. He's good enough.
Yes, that's a good mark.
That'll hurt. That will hurt. That's one to the side of the ear off. And he's... Yeah, that'll be bright red. Let's have a look at this one.
Oh, clothesline in the back of his head.
Big flies go up and the crump for good.
Yes. Yes.
He's a class act.
Nice.
That is a great goal. That is a sensational opportunity.
Very good. Quick reactions
We'll come back to that. What's monster pack?
from picking up the ball to kicking it. He's taken one step away from his body.
What to do?
He's under pressure.
Well, I'm sure the feedback will be taken. He's pretty happy with the kick. Why wouldn't you be?
Monster pack.
The problem was the North player went for the player rather than the ball. Possibly if he went to try and obstruct the ball, it may have turned out a little bit better for him, and he may have made contact before the goal went in.
This is a bloke playing his 16th game against one of the best small forwards in the comp, telling him how he should be playing.
Cameron Thomas in full flight, misses the target again. The carton gets back, it's being pursued by Larkey, pressured by Larkey, and Thomas gets it back again. Simply.
45 seconds left of the half of the quarter.
We're inside the last minute.
Oh, he's just taken away from the ball there.
So Larkey's already had a shot from here earlier in the quarter, pushed it across the face, so he's had a sider.
So that one, Graham, if you're going to engage like
Cat,
that, is
is anyone allowed to have a mullet?
the nature of the sport.
But I know your opinion. You like mullets, but no one should have mullets. We've been here. We've discussed this.
Great decision.
Should be more on it. Keep one on the side of the opening quarter. This is huge. Seconds tick down. Struck it pretty well. Can't strike it any better.
There's a late 6 points for North. Mullets are not beautiful. We've been there. We've done this. There are only so many times I can discuss this. Yeah, mullets are for bogans. That's what they are. Mullets are for bogans.
But when you're the only one or two in the pack, it gets seen.
Honestly.
Had a good chat to Hayden Kennedy about pushing it back during the week, and he said it just you can push them with your body. It's still pushing it back. If you push them under the contest in an undue manner, you are gone. And I read this about the so Blakey's off. 1 second left. The Swans have pretty much fit tied up. Can't finish top 4.
What if you found...
Melbourne has something to play for. They can avoid the wooden spoon, starting with a win in this one. And they're 22
22
points.
points behind. Can North do it? No, they cannot. I'll be back in a second, guys. I need a toilet break. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video going on now. It'll literally take you 2 seconds. Scroll down and just click the like button. I'll see you in 2 secs.
Australia, meet your new cafe blend. Roasted and blended in Melbourne. Smoother, richer, and crafted for Aussies who love great coffee. The new cafe blend. Now that's coffee fit for an Aussie.
It lives at first light. Wherever we push ourselves, when we pull together, it lives over the door, at the end of every paintbrush, after the sun has set. It lives in going for a 6 when if all would have done it. It lives in every square inch of this place. And because we live here, Ken lives here. Oh, look at your ties.
Has your betting ever gone too far? Take a sec before you bet. Set a deposit limit, whoever you bet with.
For goodness sake, Australia, it's time to wake the fake up. Trendy green goop. Try something with substance. Get wholesome goodness with Australia's favourite Uncle Toby's Oats. For goodness sake.
I've come to know peak performance. That's why I use Sportsbet Same Game Multi. More markets, more offers, bigger odds. Make it a multi with Sportsbet.
You're a hero to me.
Your mission is to infiltrate.
I have returned. How do I think Swans will do in the finals? I don't think we'll win. I've no idea. No idea. It's the problem with the finals system is anyone can win. It's literally all on the day. That's the thing. It's all on the day.
That's why I use
So yeah, I don't know.
More markets, more offers, bigger odds. Make it a multi with Sportsbet.
Since we first opened our doors in 71, fashions have come and gone, as have you, our wonderful crew. You've been part of every road trip.
To be fair, winning one game wouldn't be too bad, actually, considering I don't think many people thought the Swans would be in the playoffs as it is. I don't think it would be a bad one to just even win one. But yeah.
This program brought to you by Xero, online accounting to help you do business, but better. Sportsbet. Take a sec before you bet and set a deposit limit. Amy. Who covers players? Amy does. Macca's. Enjoy with our classic doubles burgers today. And Harvey Norman. Everything you need in electrical, technology, furniture and bedding.
Got a great history, these two teams. We take you back to 96, the grand final.
Hi, Ant.
43 points was some of the all-time greats of the game.
22 points behind.
The Gold Cup taken around the
Yeah, I don't think North are going to be able to pull it back. To be honest, I think Swans, although they're not playing that well in the last two quarters, I think when North score, Swans have been able to sort of get a goal back and counter. So I don't think North are going to win this. They're not going to pull it back.
Dwayne John Longmire spoke during the week about the remarkable run Sydney has had with injury. So far this year, they've just got two players on their list. Callum Mills is
Another thing though, those sort of stats, Dave, mean absolutely nothing.
join them on that list.
It means absolutely nothing. Yes, the chances are less,
Trying to continue
but
hobbled off in the
doesn't mean anything. Just because something happened before,
getting treatment. So
or the odds aren't in their favour, you know, it doesn't mean anything. So it can happen. I don't think it will, because I don't think, from the little amount of knowledge I have, I don't think the Swans team is good enough. But you know, if Swans play their best and another team doesn't, you never know. You really never know. But we'll see.
He'll have scans and hopefully he's got a loose joint, he recovers, but gee, it didn't look good.
But he recently said that Charlie Condon would crash packs. Certainly crashed into the back of Nick Blakey. Horse Longmire, what do you reckon he would have said to his team then? They got outscored 2-4.
I think if you say let's get back to business, the trouble is that they have allowed North Melbourne, who were really ordinary in the first half, to get a sniff. And look at Zerha. I mean, he is just charging. I mean, this very much is like the
Yeah, and talking about the final system, I think that is almost the one thing I think I dislike about the final system. I haven't necessarily got a problem with it. However, if you play a long season, and this is the thing in football, why I wouldn't want a final system. If you've, in football, in the Premier League, you play 38 games. You play 38 games. If you are top of the table after 38 games, you deserve to win the league. There shouldn't be a playoff, a final system in that sense, because, like I said, that's a lot of games to play. And if you have finished top, you have deserved to win, because it's a long season. Whereas when there's a final system, you don't necessarily have to have been the best team to win, and surely the best team should be the winners. You can have an off day in the final and lose, even if you've been the best team in the league. That's my issue with the final system. I get the atmosphere, I get the excitement, but it doesn't necessarily lead to the best team winning. Don't know if you would agree, but there we go.
Sends it to Ford inside 50, stood his ground.
They keep coming back through the corridor, don't they? Ziegel played on immediately, spotted up the kick inside, almost inside the centre circle. And from there on, it was just pretty well a straight line towards goals, and found it in the hands of Ford.
Look good, the 19-year-old since coming in. It's his fourth game. His first game was as an unused sub, so he didn't even get a chance to play in what was his first official game of AFL.
Oh, Mr. Ford has done fairly well in this game.
Big kick. Thin, but straight.
Oh, oh, God, that was fag paper to hit in the post there. Jesus.
Yeah, I like that ball movement. So you see, that's the Ziegel kick. That's backing.
But Kat, do you not think the team that played the best in the season deserves to win? Because that's the way I would look at it. The team that overall played the best deserves to win. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks.
Nice kick by Will Phillips.
No, I predict Swans are going to score the next goal now.
He's had a couple of important possessions.
I can't believe you don't think the best team deserves to win. The best team in the season deserves to win because they have won the most games and they have beaten the most teams. That is the concept I just don't get. Just don't get.
With a dance step, hands it to Phillips. He floats it, chips it over the top, delivers to Stevenson within range, and he can cut this back to a 10-point margin, and it was 30.
But it's not always boring. The point that Mr. Puniverse just made about sometimes teams are winning by a small percentage or maybe only by 2 points. But that is exciting in itself, isn't it? You're not losing the excitement on that. Sometimes that happens when maybe a top 2, top 3, top 4 teams are so close that is exciting in itself. Yes, I understand sometimes teams will win by a bigger margin and who has won a few weeks beforehand. But then, as I said, I've said this before with our football system, it's not just about that. Because if you finish in the top 4, you get Champions League spots, you're still fighting for that. If you're 6th and 7th, 5th and 6th and 7th, you're fighting for a Europa League place. If you're at the bottom of the table, you're fighting not to be relegated. So it's not in football. It's not just about finishing top. In football, there is so much more to play for. It's trying to reach certain places to get into the European competitions. So that's where you've got to look at it. You've got to look at it slightly different with football. I didn't say I want to change it. You're getting that completely wrong. I didn't say I want to change it. What have I said about the channel when I'm looking at sports? I'm looking at it, what you can possibly make different, what's good, what's bad. I'm creating discussion. Didn't say I want to change it because I haven't witnessed it. I don't know about it. My point still stands that if you win the most games, I think you are the most deserving team to win it. That's the point. All right? Don't get what I'm saying wrong. Hey! So yeah, don't get what I'm saying wrong. It's about creating discussion, trying to make things better, see what needs improving. Yeah. Oh, I think red cards should be in. Yeah, I've said this, and I think red cards should be in AFL. It's in the lower leagues of Aussie rules. You know, yeah, that is the one thing I think should be in there. I will happily admit that, because you shouldn't be allowed to punch someone in the face and stay on the pitch. Yep, Nunya, I completely agree. That system is wrong as well. If you're a good team and you get to play North Melbourne, who clearly aren't as good, you get to play them twice, and another team only has to play them once. That's wrong. Yeah. I think that the interesting thing. So, the interesting thing is. All right. Well, football we have 38 plus cup games. So, yeah. I that's not even an argument about. Yeah, the season's not long enough. Yeah, that's not even an argument. Sadly. They should play each. So there's the option: you either play each team once, and maybe you have a cup. You could have a cup competition possibly, or you play each other twice, because that is the only fair options. I'm sorry, that they're the only fair options. So yeah. Yeah, I am excited to watch the finals. I just desperately wish. I desperately wish there'll be fans though for the finals, because I want to see if it's the first time watching the finals. I want to have the same excitement from seeing the crowds there. I hope I'm not going to have to eat my app. Distilled to join us. Hi, Distilled. I seriously hope this is not going to go wrong. This might get a bit awkward, isn't it? Swans, I'm sorry, but Swans, this is not good again. Same as, I think, well, they are letting themselves down. They almost stopped. They almost stopped after the second quarter. Oh. Unbelievable. Surely the Swans are not going to mess this up. Oh! Almost got the mark. Keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. North are back in it. They are back in it. 4 points behind. This is going to be like camping, this will be. This is going to be intense. Last 14. Come on, come on. We need to get some more goals. Graham, there is 13 minutes and 40 seconds. If you can't watch, Graham, join the Discord. I'm showing it in there. I was quite... Yeah, we were quite comfortable at half time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, boys. Calm down. No, walk away. I do find this funny. I do find this funny when, you know, you'll have two players pinning each other to the ground. They just stand up and walk off. In football or in rugby, literally every man on the pitch will be bundling into each other. Shane, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. Swans are currently camped in the in North's last quarter. Come on, where's Razor when we need him? That's the question. Where is Razor when we need him? There he is. There's just as I say, where's Razor? And Razor helps us out. Nice. Yes. Got to get a 6 points from here. Got to get a 6 points. Come on. Got to get the 6 points. Push away. Oh, you're about 20 yards out, man. Come on. Absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful kick. To be fair, he was holding on to the ball. He didn't get rid of the ball, did he? So Razor did get the right decision. Yes, go on. Good takedown. Yes, come on. We're all over them now. North are literally camped in their 50 metre. Hi, Will, again. Come on. Got to score. There we go. There we go. Back in it. We're fine. We're fine. Got this in the bag. Got this in the bag. I was always confident. Always confident. Only problem it is 11. It's 11 points clear rather than 12. 10 minutes is a long time for Swans to score some more goals. I can't help but being cocky. Go on! Not quite. Cat, I'm an Englishman. I can't help but be cocky. I've been cocky from the start of the game. Remember, I did think that Swans were going to win easy. And they've just... Swans have literally... The second and third quarter, they decided, yeah, we can't be bothered to play. Which was the same last week as well. Who's Ben Cunnington? Who is Ben Cunnington's distilled? Here we go. Another goal coming up. Gotta score. Will Hayward. 14 disposals, 10 marks, 2 goals. And make that 3 goals. We're back. We just had a little 10-minute spell, which was a little bit tricky. But that's it. It'll be coming through like if it's 30 seconds, that's pretty good. But obviously I'm streaming it. I'm streaming it, which is slightly behind, and then streaming it to you guys. So what even are hair plugs? What the hell are hair plugs? I've no idea what that even is.
Another brilliant year Parker has put together for the Sydney Swans. This keeps on racking up good years. Good. Kept his balance though, got the clearance.
Oh, nice. Play on. Keep going. Bang.
Play inside the arc. Thumbs it towards goal. It's offline.
1 point.
If he flat with it, he normally nails those. It's good centre clearance. Zeal waste no time. Straight down the spine.
Sorry, hey bloke. We got Swans already.
Outstanding mark. Vital time. It's too obvious he's going down the middle there. Sydney set up for that. Not panic kick, but they know that they just feel that bit of stress. Shortest way home is the
With 8 minutes and 45 seconds left, being 18 points up. That was a good little rally we had, and we're still camped in North's 50 metre.
set up really well. They evacuated the area and Hayward came into the area.
Here Tom Papley spring on the lead. Demand in the footy. Will Hayward
If I didn't go for Swans, the other option would be St Kilda because it links with my football. Oh come on, another 1 point. St Kilda would have made sense because obviously the Saints. Yeah.
Well, in reality, the Kangaroos' accuracy is most competitive, and this is a top beater.
I think so. I think this is a Swans game over, surely. They rallied well to come back into it.
they can't go quick. If North win this, goes the other way.
I read it. North were clear.
Like I said, North haven't been out of their own half for the last 5-10 minutes. Yes! The cockiness was well justified. Oh.
You'd reckon that would be enough?
Well, they won the ball. They won the ball. It's lived in Sydney's forward half. They ran for
Yeah, Collingwood was one that I was told not to straight away. So that was definitely a club I wasn't going to go for.
mark of the final quarter. They've just run out of tickets here, I think, North Melbourne.
North Melbourne have run out of tickets.
Really sharp hands by
only just enough teeth, to be fair.
an impressive 10 minutes of footy by Sydney. They couldn't get near the footy in the first 5 minutes. It looked like the Kangaroos were going to make a significant challenge, which they did. But if you look at those last 10 inside 50s, it's been a one-way
You say Swans are playing a lot of teenagers, playing against a lot of teenagers. I'm pretty sure the Swans team is pretty young as well, aren't they? And that's why they were the Swans weren't predicted to reach the finals because of their young squad. I'm pretty sure that's correct, isn't it? Hey, Diamond Dog, how did Collingwood do today?
When he kicked, he still had another 20 metres. He could have charged forward with the footy.
Offhands, Dawson got there. Caught by Turner, but clever enough to get the handball away.
I'm not saying you don't have a young team, but I'm pretty sure the Swans team is pretty young as well, is it not?
One-handed pick-up on the run by Big Tom Hickey.
Go on.
Inside 50.
Oh, no, we've got it still. We've got it still. Go for the goal.
Gives it to Kennedy for the finishing touch. Haywood could have gone the line.
Oh, man. Come on. Easy.
Kicking a drop punt anymore. Have a look at Tom Hickey.
Oh, Nunya. Nunya, that is deep.
Got in the way there. And runners in a bit of strife. Doggy coming on.
McDonald towards Larky, fisted away. Last half volley from Sidcuby slips. And he's caught.
Do I the fast one? Hello, fast one. Yeah, I'm a Southampton supporter. I am a saint. I am a saint. Southampton. We're playing Everton today. We better beat Everton today. That would be a good start of the season, but I can't see us winning. We'll probably be fighting for relegation or against relegation. We can. Hey, I wasn't thinking we were going to get over 100, but I think that might have changed. I think we will get. I changed my mind back to thinking we'll get over 100. Jack, I don't know who's going to win the Ashes because I am not a fan of cricket. Cricket is bloody boring. Oh, we better beat Everton. Hi, Aussie Mozzie. Yeah, good. Good. Swans are winning, so that's a good start. Ah, the Manx have just scored, have they? Filthy Manx. Bruno Fernandes. Whoa, hey, James JWP ain't gone yet. Don't say things. Blasphemy.
Did well then. Swans, they slid in defence. Cunningham came off his man. Came up and affected the player trying to move the ball.
Come on, two more goals. 2 more goals in the last 5 minutes. I just with cricket, I can't justify a game that lasts 5 days and ends in a draw. That's my issue. You know, if a game lasts for 5 days, there is zero chance it should be a draw. That's a big issue. That is a serious issue.
And a decent whack to the side of the head, I'd say, on the way through.
Willis Taylor sets it up. Larky's in the middle of it. Grady Juniak through the traffic.
Oh, that was poor. That was poor by the Roos.
Huge upside. They picked 4 back in 2000.
Gold Coast have been struggling, haven't they?
49 for him. So 50
The Eagles have been struggling recently.
throws at the Adelaide Oval. Siebel stands under this, takes the heat, but didn't take the Sheeran. Gilden. Hewitt. Kennedy. Zerha. Push off. Was it high? There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, that is a problem with cricket over here. The bad weather with cricket ending a game. What's the time? The time is 10 past 1. 10:01 in the afternoon.
Topical last Monday.
Yep. Rampy, then rampant. System a clean crunch. The kicking in Sydney, with the exception of probably the third quarter, has been first class. Yeah. It's in fact been one of the stories of the year. You go back to round one, they knocked off Brisbane, who were considered a premiership favourite, then a win against the Crows, and then really a dismantling of Richmond in round three really signalled to everybody that this was a different Sydney Swans. Not sure we all thought back then that it was going to go all the way through to fifth position or sixth position on the ladder.
What do you think about the 100? I said that's what's kicking off over here at the moment. The 100. I still don't know if it interests me or not. I might have to watch it at some point. But I've got the Rose Bowl that's near me, which is now the Aegis Bowl in Southampton, which is pretty close to get to. But yeah, the 100. What do you think?
Kennedy bounces space with it, what's on the lot? Hapley swoops on it, looks up, and he's missed another chance. There's a good for leg, not quite the finish he was looking for, but he's been busy, been buzzing around everywhere.
Been busy and annoying, as per usual.
Oh, dangerous. Hall
2 minutes and 30 left.
bounces it to Anderson. Corralled by Parker.
I think that's what it is. Adding the T20, adding the 100, it's trying to make the game more possibly accessible and watchable for people that don't like the game. That is basically what it is, isn't it?
They were 38 up. North Melbourne fought back to get within 4. And they found another gear since then. Forward. This kid's been impressive, mate. He's got a huge upside. He finds Taryn Thomas, who was picked 56, Eddie Ford, in last year's draft. North Melbourne
See you, Jono.
pick. And in game 4, he looks like he's got what it takes. He's had a big going for it. Taryn Thomas. UK, part of that Tasmanian carry.
What I'm going to do, I can't pronounce the name. The All-Ireland Finals next week in hurling. I'm going to watch that Sunday the 22nd at 3:30. I'm going to watch that. So yeah, that'll be one of my live watch-alongs to do next week.
Been significant in the last 6 weeks or so. And this would have
Nunya, I do agree. I do agree. When I did the Aussie Man cricket video the other day, and I straight away said I think cricket's really boring. But it's and people are saying, you know, people say, but you play bowls and that's really boring. I said, yeah, I don't disagree that bowls is boring to watch, but it's one of those things. Bowls is brilliant to play. It's not boring to play. It's brilliant to play. Cricket, I'm sure it's great to play if you're the bowler or the batter or the wicket keeper. That's the difference. It's about what's good to play and what's not so good to watch. And that's where bowls is very similar to cricket, I'm sure.
who's been exceptional, and how's that for a pass to Wicks? Well, good answers down there. Only a minute or so play remaining. So it's all going to be pretty basic stuff. Still looking for a short target.
55 seconds left of the last quarter.
Big fit to count, straight down to Turner, to Dumont. Hapley, his eyes lit up, and he finds forward on the back pedal.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you, Nanya. As I said, it's the same as bowls. If you understand what's going on, but if you're an outsider, it makes it very difficult to get into. That's the thing, isn't it? If you understand it and you play it, yes, it's okay to watch. Yeah. Exactly. Add some alcohol. Over in Australia, it's sunny most of the time, so it makes it better as well. Over here, we end up playing in the summer, and it's pissing it bloody down, or it's drizzling, or it's cold, and We don't have the luxury of playing most of the year outdoor bowls in the sun. So that's the game over. Am I going to be doing any of the football? I don't know. I can possibly stream the Saints. I may possibly stream the Saints game. But it's the last proper day with the wife who's had the week off. I know we're going to do a video ready for tomorrow. We're going to do a video for tomorrow because we are going to be making lamingtons using my Thermomix. So homemade lamington video tomorrow coming up for you guys. They better taste nice. I may make some without. I will probably make some without. Yeah, I may make some lamingtons without the coconut because I don't really like coconut. So there's that. That's the plan for today. I may have the Saints game on in the background, and I may, don't know, we'll see. The hurling final next Sunday, the 22nd, is going to be 3:30 kickoff, I think, if the website is correct. It may not be lamingtons if it's not got coconut on, but I don't like coconut, so tough. We will make some with coconut because Charlie likes coconut, but yeah. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I do want to change things. I want it so I like it. I will try the ones with coconut on. But yeah. So yeah, that's a video for tomorrow, guys. Monday's video. I didn't think my Monday's video was very good, actually, but you can watch it. Yeah, Cardinia Park on Monday is the VR video of the week. Yeah. There we go. Close Cyril Rioli. I don't think that is actual Cyril Rioli, but yeah, hi. Thank you for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure chatting. Lots of chat, which is great. I will do my best, Jamie. See you next time. Make sure you join the Discord. Yeah, guys, just remember, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the Discord server. Join if you're into football, soccer. Make sure you join the fantasy league. If you're into rugby, make sure you join the score prediction leagues. All on the Discord server all pinned in the prediction and fantasy and prediction league channel. Yeah. Cheers, guys. I will leave it there. Thank you once again. Have a nice Sunday.